If you're a hardcore gaming nerd like myself, my buddy Andrew, my buddy Ethan, then you're going to want to check this video out. What I want to show you is this really cool gadget that I purchased from Black Box. They call it their Surf Switch Freedom. What this box allows you to do is dual client online in games such as World of Warcraft, Rift, Vanguard, any other game that really requires, a separate account when you play online. So when your buddies don't show up and you want to go fight some demons and monsters in a dungeon, now you can. Using a single keyboard and a mouse, you can control two separate computers, and I'm going to show you how. Before we do that, what I want to show you is the back of the Switch. This Freedom is simply a USB switch, and you'll notice that there's 4 USB ports. Each port indicates a computer connection. So for my computer 1, I can just plug into port 1, and for computer 2, plug into port 2. Then for my keyboard and mouse, I can plug them into my console connections, and if I really want, I can switch the audio as well. What really makes this cool is while you're playing, if you're trying to control 2 computers, you don't have to press a button. You don't have to use a hotkey sequence like some of the other KVM switches out there in the market. What this allows you to do is simply move a mouse. The mouse pointer gets to the edge of your first computer's monitor and jumps to the second monitor. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. Before I get started, you'll see on my desk I have keyboard 1 and mouse 1. This is going to be controlling my computer 1. I have keyboard 2, mouse 2. This is going to be controlling my computer 2. You'll see, if you're trying to play a game online, not very efficient. You'll be bouncing back and forth on computer 1, computer 2, computer 1, computer 2, computer 1, computer 2. Well, that's not necessary anymore. So what we're going to do is remove these devices. So, to get rid of my temptation here, I'm going to cut the cord. The mouse is gone. As for the keyboard, we don't need this. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect both of my computers up to my Switch. Plugging in USB cable 1, plugging in USB cable 2. Okay, got my Switch on my desk. Alright, so now I have myself a nifty little gaming keyboard. Logitech G15, my Logitech gaming mouse, 9-button mouse. I'm going to take both of these devices and I'm going to run them to my Freedom. Okay, so we just got to wait a moment. Make sure everything enumerates and initializes correctly. And what you'll find here, I know it's hard to see with my crappy little webcam, but I am now controlling my computer 1. My keyboard's on computer 1. If I need to go to computer 2, you'll see my mouse is now on computer 2. I didn't press anything, I simply just moved my mouse over to the second screen, keyboard follows, and now I can play my video games. And it's simply by taking my single mouse and gliding from one monitor to the next. Although this is a laser pointer mouse, I'm going to have to use a better surface than that. I got keyboard problems. I say I have keyboard problems. I mean, I don't like my keyboard. Let's see if I can start this back. So getting back to the subject of this awesome USB switch, I'm going to start playing some games online. And that way you can take a look to see how this puppy actually operates. So, computer 1, computer 2, right? I still have control of computer 1. You can see that my keyboard follows my mouse. And when I get to the edge of the screen, my mouse is right here. I now have keyboard and mouse control on computer 2. So, let the games begin. 2 separate accounts. My primary account, and this is my alt account. My primary account is actually my healer, whereas my alt account is going to be my tank. So the plan is I'm going to have my healer follow my tank. While my tank's fighting, if he needs health, if he needs buffed, my healer can do it. And I can easily do that by just moving the mouse from second monitor to the first monitor. So first of all, let me get my tank acquainted with my healer. Okay, I'm going to make my healer follow my tank. Alright, so now, just /follow in most games. Anywhere my tank goes, my healer follows. Let's go kick some butt. Alright, come over here, cast a few spells on this tree guy, come back to my tank, keep whooping butt, cool. Alright, I'm going to follow my tank again. So now, if my tank needs healed, move my mouse over here, and I will perform a heal spell. Bam! Heal. I'll just keep going through here, fighting these tree dudes. Very cool. As a matter of fact, I can get more guys on here now that I have a healer linked. Come over here, make sure my guy has enough health. Oh, there we go. Keep on fighting these guys. Sweet. So my tank needs some help. Just gonna come over here, heal him, and off we go. On to the next enemy. Bam! Perfect. Fantastic. So, now that I kind of showed you what this freedom does, get my guys back to a safe place. See if we can get the camera just a little bit closer. Okay, so at this point in time, since my webcam really isn't high quality, I'm going to use my my other camera and kind of show you a close-up of what's going on the screen. Alright, so I do apologize if the camera is a bit shaky, but this gets a little bit of better quality. So you'll see my mouse pointer currently. I'm just moving it to the right. The next thing you know, my mouse pointer is on my second alt character. If I want to go back, simply just move it back. No problemo. What's going on here, as I'm going back and forth, actually I'm not using port 2 for my second computer. I pre-configured it for port 3. So if you look at the actual freedom switch, as I'm going from port 1, from computer 1, I'm switching over to port 3 automatically. This is done by just moving the mouse back and forth. No pain, no gain. So now you'll be able to dual client online. One keyboard, one mouse. Hey, thanks for watching.